Welcome to my Olympics. As you can see, I'm not in the Olympic Mountains again. I am down here in Mexico in the state of Guerrero in a small fishing village named Barra de Potosi. And I have met some folks that have a fantastic dog and cat shelter down here, and they've agreed to give me a little tour. So I've been coming down to this beach for about 7 years. And when I first came down here, I got to tell you, I would go home and I'd stay up at night thinking about how bad the dogs had it down here. They were just, you know, starving in ditches and overpopulation all over the beaches. It was a really, really bad sight. Just in the last 2 years, last time I was here was about 2 years ago. It is night and day compared to what it was 2 years ago. The dogs are so much more healthy. This rescue has spayed and neutered thousands of animals, and they've really done a great job of turning it around and making it a good place for these animals to be. So we're going to take a look at this shelter and meet the folks behind it, and I hopefully will get to do some puppy surfing.
Okay, I am Stasia, or like people call me here La Russa. That goes the Russian, because I am Russian. I came here in 2013, bought a little B&B, and because there was a lot of starving, dying animals on the streets, I started Amigos de Animales, and for a while, for a few years, it was just me and my husband Mike. But then my beautiful partner Shelly, who is Canadian, joined me, and then I found Edgar, or he found me, and he
Say hi, Edgar.
Hola.
Edgar was a volunteer for my sterilization clinics for a few years, and then he offered, "You are looking for a shelter. I have land. Let's do something together," and we did.
So to kind of take me through the process.
The first clinic happened in October of 2015. I reached out all over internet asking if there is anyone out there who can help me. And for a long time there was no one. And beautiful people from Baja Spay Neuter Foundation heard my plea for help, and they came. 3 vets with the educational director and anesthesiologist and some other assistants, and we sterilized. It was a short first campaign. We sterilized 100 animals at my place, at my B&B. Yay! Yeah, we set up little clinics in different villages. Basically, we need access to water, electricity, and have sterile, clean place. Maybe not sterile, but clean enough. And that's all we need. Before the clinic, I myself and anyone who I can find to help me go knocking on the door, talking to people face to face, telling them why they have to sterilize their animals, why they will benefit, what it will do to their community. And slowly, more and more people are getting it. Once, when the old ranchero from the mountains brought his animals, his dogs, to get sterilized, I was crying. That was the day when I knew, when 70-year-old Mexican ranchero from the Sierra is here, understanding why he needs to sterilize his dogs, so his rancho doesn't get, so he doesn't have to kill newborn puppies,
Oh.
That was, I think that's the day when it's changed, when I knew
That balance, that
yeah.
tipping point.
Yes, it was a tipping point.
This is just amazing. And this is Itsy, or is this Bitsy?
Okay, this is Bitsy.
Bitsy, because he's got the bits.
We, here at the shelter, we have space for up to 25 animals. So between here, our foster homes, because we have a few foster homes, and my place, we normally take care of about 50-60 animals, and that's our maximum. Right now we are thank you Lord, down to 35 because the rest were adopted, but usually we are at 50 year-round every day.
And so say I'm down here on vacation and I fall in love with one of these animals. Is it possible for me to take that animal home?
Very easy. We've been doing this for quite a while now. About 3 years we're sending kids to their new homes in the States and Canada, mostly in Canada. Canadians are very compassionate, very, very loving, generous people. And the whole Pacific Northwest especially, yes. So what we do, we basically need a few days ahead of time to know that one of our kids will be traveling. We go to the vet, we have all the paperwork done within hours, great, and you're ready to go.
Boom. And so how much would that cost the person that's wanting to bring home the animal?
My favorite airline is Alaska because they charge $100 only per animal. Plus, we always hope to be reimbursed for sterilization, vaccines, which are not that much, compared to the prices up north, about $50 for sterilization we ask, and vaccines and paperwork. So, a couple $100.
And so how many animals have you been able to spay and neuter?
Spay and neuter in a little over 3 years in 1,374. A little over 200 animals were adopted. There is about 35 right now in our care, and of course we feed a few hundred animals every day. We drive around with the big bags and leave food for them.
I'm in heaven.
You are, yes. You look happy.
I'm just getting all sorts of love here. Yeah, you might be my favorite. Yeah, you might be my favorite.
That's why he's not leaving your side.
I know.
I would like to mention that we do, we try to do education. For a number of years, whenever I have someone willing to volunteer who perfectly speaks Spanish, we go to the schools because I don't speak Spanish that good. We go to the school, we bring puppies. Like last class, Edgar was a maestro. He took a couple of pups, can't remember which one, to the school, and he was explaining to the kids why it is important to feed, to vaccinate, to give water, to keep bowls clean, because like you don't eat out of the dirt, why your dog should be eating kibble off or bones off the sand, right? Why it is important to bathe, and actually basic simple things that kids have to learn to grow up into passionate, kind-hearted humans who then they will continue. So when we're gone, they will take over, and this is our goal.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. How would we help you?
Yeah, so
www.amigosdeanimales.com.
and we can send food, money, whatever it takes.
Yep.
Yo voy a cantar esta canción para mi gente, con una pasión tan fuerte. Ay, 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 ahora sigo cantando y sigo gozando, yo sigo